Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day, a beautiful night. This is going to be a timeless and collective reading. If it found you, it was meant to find you. See what resonates, leave what doesn't, and remember that divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love. And for the highest and greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. I pulled a few foundational cards from my mystery deck, and the first one that came out was at work. So I get different messages with this right away. I feel like you have been at work with something, a project you're working on. Maybe there is something going on at work. It could be something concerning. It could also be something amazing. If you are maybe wondering where someone has been, maybe they're just at work, they're busy. The next message that came through was clueless. I just thought of the movie. Maybe there's a song from that movie I can put in the playlist. Maybe somebody's just kind of clueless. They just kind of don't get it. They haven't learned that lesson. But then the next message came through and it said to expect the unexpected. So I kind of feel like these go together, and you're clueless right now, or maybe we'll get a little insight, we'll get a little clue for you on something unexpected that is coming in, and it is going to really surprise you. So the last message is an interesting one. It's going a little bit of a, different direction. It says wishing the words were said. So I do see this as you either reflecting about something you really wish you would have just said at the time you had, or that's how somebody else is feeling. They have all these words inside of them, and like they never came to the light. There was never a conversation, maybe even clarity. But I kind of feel like those words could have been either very direct and necessary or really beautiful. So let's dive in. Let's get a little bit of clarity and see what's going on. I feel like we should start with something a little different though. Let's start with this one. This is the repair, evolution, and growth oracle cards. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What would be helpful to know? Repair, evolution, and growth. Something unexpected that's coming in. Maybe because we have the at work card, we should do a career card as well. There's one message that would be helpful for the collective. Please and thank you. I think my stomach just growled. What's at the bottom? Abundance and security. Yeah, let's definitely pull an oracle card. So you're feeling more secure. Maybe it's the right job or offer that's coming in. Maybe that offer is really unexpected or a big open door. Money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives off the energy of abundance and expectancy in every dollar you receive. It's gratitude to everything. I even feel like if you see a coin on the ground, pick it up, because you're telling the universe, yeah, thank you for sending me that dime. And you can send me, 50,000 more dimes if you want, because I'm expecting it. So in every dollar you receive, know that you are supported and the money will flow. I also see you tipping well, because that is also a flow of energy, gratitude to somebody's service and their time. And it's not giving too much if you give a big tip because the bill wasn't that. It's that it's going to come back around another way as a blessing to you, and just know that. So you do have abundance. Just be in that energy where that flow is going to come in however it comes in. So have gratitude to maybe something really big and unexpected that's coming your way, and all the small little things. Also, not just monetary, but energy. Because if somebody has a skill, you know, and they are providing a skill that you don't have and putting their time into it, that skill is valuable, especially to someone that doesn't have that skill, that expertise, that knowledge, whatever it is. So maybe it's recognizing that something that you do, you have a talent, or you have something that's kind of unique, is valuable, and you deserve to maybe ask for, like, don't lowball yourself. If you're starting a business or something like that, value yourself so others value your time. Your time is valuable. So, and I also see that your skill is, or your talent is, or your expertise, all the schooling that you've had, or all the, I see education, but I also see all the experiences that you have had are what got you here. And they're not the same experiences as someone else. And I feel like there is something that is very valuable to someone because they don't have it. They can't do that thing. So value yourself, and somebody else will as well. So let's continue. Let's do the career. Let's do this one, the career and life. What would be helpful to know on career, life, work, abundance? And I kind of see this as well as maybe an interview, or maybe something at work that you need addressed, or you need to change, or you'd like to ask for, and then you don't ask. So the squeaky wheel gets the oil, even if it's not right away, and someone has to go to the store to buy the oil to bring back to put on the wheel, at least you squeaked. I feel like that's also with discernment. I feel like you're gonna kind of feel that situation out, but I do feel like there's something that you've been wanting to speak up about. Maybe it's how you present that information that matters. How you squeak. Don't be like an annoying squeaky wheel. But I hear you have to be kind of like firm and solid and confident. A confident squeaky wheel. That's like a tongue twister. All right, let's get a message from life and career. What would be helpful for you right now? Please and thank you. You got wealth, abundance, money is coming in. So you have big gold bars. This is a very big deck of cards, and this one has come through a couple times now. So it's that energy of gold, a golden opportunity. It's special, it's different. Even if it feels like it's something heavy, you got the strength to hold it. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. So put this energy into you. See what's golden about you. See what's worthy and valuable about you. And if you are anywhere, whether that's a partnership or a position, and you're not valued, maybe it's looking for where you are, because there is definitely something being set up for you where you're going to be, I just heard the golden child there. So maybe you're starting something and it's kind of like, you feel like kind of like a kid, but that could be a fun energy, or you feel new. Isn't that a movie with Eddie Murphy? I think it is. Maybe I can find something from that movie, from the soundtrack. I feel like it was like a kid monk or something. I haven't seen that probably since it came out, since I was a kid. You're working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing. Maybe it's about maybe I needed to see the monk. I don't know why I just thought of the Avatar. Maybe it's about the elements, working with the elements. Maybe it's about meditation. That would be really, if you're stressed out at work, clueless on where to go, how to come up with a solution. Maybe it is just investing a little bit of like calming, peaceful energy into yourself. Maybe going to a spa. I hear taking a class. So maybe it's like a yoga class or something like that. I just saw like the class at the gym where everyone does the dance. Ramba or Samba, or I don't know what that is. Maybe something like that. Maybe you're taking something, some kind of class that's like physical. And I do keep seeing the Avatar. I don't know why. I don't actually see the movie though. I actually watched the entire series at one point on the cartoon, and I just remember being very disappointed with the movie because they didn't get the humor of the brother. And now I haven't seen it in so long, I can't really remember what that was. But I feel like the cartoon nailed the brother's like kind of strange sense of humor, and it just was bypassed and not seen in the movie. The movie just kind of didn't do it justice. So maybe it's about something where there's a cartoon and a movie. Maybe it's about humor. Maybe some of you like anime or cosplay, or you are an animator. I just saw a symbol. Maybe it's about a brand, or your brand, vamping up a website or something like that. I see t-shirts. So it was a lot of different messages. I hope that was something that came out there was helpful for you guys. And I'm auto shuffling, so let's get you one more. I looked at the clock exactly at 11:22. Maybe a master number, life path 11 or 22. Maybe the date, November 22nd. What is one more? Locked. Work you want may not be in reach right now, but you can take a temp position while awaiting an opening. Your new place offers job security. So if there's a dry spell, if nobody called you back, if you're clueless as to what happened after that interview, if you're feeling unappreciated at work, but you don't see that new opportunity, maybe it is listening to the guidance. Look at that sassy ass angel. The divine guidance you're getting to maybe even do something kind of on the side. I still see some of you starting a business with something that you do that's a talent. Maybe you're a musician. Maybe you do readings. You know, maybe you start to do it online or do it for a few friends. Maybe for some of you, you do something. I see somebody like a handyman. Maybe it's like painting walls in somebody's house, or you kind of do something on the side, and maybe that's not, you know, the big destiny path, but maybe you're going to meet somebody at one of those jobs. Or if you work in a deli for a little while, maybe it's not about working in that deli for 4 months. Maybe it's about somebody that's going to walk in and buy a sandwich from you. That's going to get you to the big door. Or maybe it's just a little time and space to do something, I feel like, where you feel less pressure. So this message is not for everyone, but I feel like you are lessening the pressure somehow, feeling okay. You're still good. You still know money's coming in. You still trust that big job is on its way, or you're figuring out something. But for some of you, maybe you're doing something that has less pressure because you're working on a side project that's going to be your big destiny. So if there's a little time in between, it's just the hallway. It's going to take you to the right door. So don't get stressed out about the hallway. Enjoy it. And it could be that something, you know, I see that squeaky wheel situation again. So, you know, maybe something is happening, but maybe this is just a divine energy is out there orchestrating everything to be in alignment and be in place for you for when you walk in. But you know, if somebody didn't have the oil in their garage or on their, I see in their desk drawer, their spiritual WD-40, maybe they had to go figure it out. Maybe they had to actually create that position specifically for your skill set. Just trust. It's coming in. You have this divine guidance. Even in the life and career deck, you got this beautiful sassy angel here. She's like all golden and sparkly. The sun is right behind her wings. It's just like beyond the horizon of her wingspan. And you're getting divine help here on how to unlock something, how to find the right key, how to get the right lock in the first place. something purposely being locked to redirect you where you're supposed to be. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny. Ooh, it's like another piece, something bigger, and your purpose in life. And that's pretty big. Maybe you're clueless as to how amazing you are going to be at maybe a specific skill or flourish in a specific environment. You don't know until you get there. So this is really big, beautiful energy. I'm excited for you guys. Let's get you an animal. Let's get you a spirit animal that would give you a little extra advice. I feel like we should do this reading a little more well-rounded, because I do feel like some of you are thinking about this message in relationship terms. And I keep seeing the Divine Truth deck in my mind, so I will find it. I think I have it here. And we'll pull a couple of messages if you are thinking about romance and love. What would be a spirit animal that has a beautiful message for you right now? Authentic. You got this penguin. You have this authentic energy. This is beautiful. I feel like I did it. Oh, wait. I was going to say I was going to do a costume switch, but look at those glasses. Yeah, we're not going to put those on. Where are the orange ones? All right. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. I feel like maybe you're going to surprise some people because you're not going to do what they expected at all. And I kind of feel like for some of you, you've been doing something behind a closed door, waiting for a big reveal. Just be yourself. If you are looking toward anyone's outside approval on who you really are, I don't feel like where you're going, you need anyone's approval. I feel like you just need to step into your personal power and do you. And, you know, with that tribe energy, pay attention to where you place your energy. Who's your tribe? You know, do you feel good around those energies, or do they push and pull you different directions and make you feel weird? Always make you question yourself when you have this inner knowing and divine guidance helping you to go in a certain direction. Don't let anyone backtrack you or get you to question what you know. And I do feel like you're going to discover more along the way. I'm getting a lot of like new soul tribe people in your life. So maybe people you meet at a new job, at work. I even see some of these people like clueless right now as to how important you're going to be in their lives. I feel like also you're going to have a conversation with somebody you didn't know so well, and they're going to really surprise you in a good way. Like have a really good friend, maybe a lover for some of you. Or maybe even clueless as to some really wise advice that could be coming through as guidance for you from the most unexpected source. Yeah, I feel like somebody has something like about them they don't just open up with anybody about, but they feel like they can open up with you. And I feel like that's very helpful for you. I hope that's helpful for you. So let's go to the Divine Truth, because I keep seeing this in my mind. I'm going to put the whole thing together though. So let's just get a couple of Divine Truth messages. If for the, you know, those of you that are thinking about a certain person, or maybe even clueless right now as to who they might be connecting to very soon, we do have this. So let's get you a little clue on something that you don't know or don't see. or even something you feel but never got to hear. What is helpful for the collective, please and thank you. Oh, maybe this is that weird one. It's that Shakespeare karmic energy. So maybe there were words that were not said because somebody that you were connecting to had somebody, I mean, this has here, somebody had break free from others' expectations, be yourself. This is somebody who has like somebody's head underneath their arm like a football, and they got a very big mouth. So this is a karmic situation. It's somebody has an attachment in their life, or they did have an attachment in their life, and that doesn't have to be a person. Karmic situation is just something that is there, and a lesson is supposed to be learned, and until it is learned, it's going to keep circulating weird ass energy until that cycle is done. So maybe this is somebody who doesn't want to let somebody else go. This could also be where somebody is sticking in a job that they just don't enjoy being in. It's not their path to destiny and wealth and security and abundance, you know? So it's like they're locking out their own abundance because maybe they're believing that's all that they deserve, you know, until it gets to be too much. I hear like, what's that? The straw that broke the camel's back, until something just, you know, snaps. But this is somebody who maybe is a little bit of a drama king or queen. It does have a Shakespeare outfit here. I have a karmic attachment that won't let me go. They are causing chaos and drama. So maybe you are clueless about that. There could be somebody that's trying to work to get out of that chaos and drama. But if somebody keeps going back to chaos and drama and keeps doing what is expected and doesn't make any changes, that lesson's not going to be learned. And there aren't going to be any changes. And the chaos will just continue. And the drama will just continue. Because changes have to be made internally. Let's see. We got a karmic energy coming through. So that could be also habits, karmic thought patterns, substances, attachments of any kind, where it is no longer there for the highest and greatest good of whoever this is. So let's find out a little bit more. There is an agreement that you and somebody else made. Maybe that's why you are wondering what happened with someone else. So we're going into love life land right now. So if you have distance between you and someone else, there is distance here to maybe help someone heal a situation in the best way that they can, because I do feel like there's somebody who has an awareness of this big energy. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to soften that situation, but maybe it's a rip the band-aid off kind of situation too. Whatever it is, it's up to that person. It's not up to you. And the universe, God, the divine, and a soul-to-soul agreement between you and someone else has happened, maybe in the 5D, where there is space, maybe to keep you out of the chaos and keep you out of this drama, and give each of you time to figure out whatever it is you both need to work on. And that could be security, independence, you know, working on glowing up. You both made an agreement to focus on yourselves and then come back together as one. It's like a handshake. It's an agreement. You know, it's I feel like it is maybe understood at a very deep level, but I feel like maybe ego gets in the way and questions why. I hear why, man? I feel like you're going to find out the why. I feel like maybe somebody is going to come back with a totally different energy. I hear with more time, or time will be valued differently with you. Maybe for some of you, you were the one in a karmic pattern or cycle or situation, and you had to step into your own personal power to release some strings or make some changes, or, you know, distance yourself from maybe a soul tribe that could have been right for you in the past, but maybe doesn't just fit you anymore. We have cycles, we change. Sometimes people are in our life, you know, you're out, you're in college, you go out, you party, you have fun, you hang out, and then, you know, maybe you grow up, you get a job, you have children, you have responsibilities, like that life just doesn't really suit you anymore, but you still have that friend that's going out like they're in college every weekend, trying to get you to go out, but you're like, I just don't really want to do that, you know? Or maybe let's say you went to work right away. You went right out there in the work world, but then you have a cycle that comes in your life and you're like, man, all I've done for 20 years is work. And then you have this person that comes into your life, and I don't think that they're immature and, you know, totally clueless, but maybe they're just a lot of fun. Maybe you go to a yoga class together. Maybe you start a project together. Maybe they take you to concerts you never got to see in your life, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I missed out. I could have been doing this like at least like one weekend a month, or once a week for a long time. Why was I always working and running on empty? I never really even enjoyed anything. So maybe that's a new soul, you know, tribe or family member that's coming in your life to kind of spice your life up a little bit. Maybe you're the one that's a little spice in someone else's life. It's all about cycles. It's not that there's some perfect progression. It's whatever your soul needs at the moment. So what else would be helpful? Let's ask a little more about, because I feel like if you have space to learn who you are, you know, to work on something you love, I feel really secure. But I don't know if that's who you are or secure in your life. And I hear tie down, but I feel like that can go both ways. I feel like you want to tie something down, but yeah, I feel like there's something that maybe was tying you down. So take what resonates. I look at that as exactly at 27. 27. What is one more? Strategizing. Somebody is like all statue and stoic like here. Oh, Rose. And they're looking at this chess game going on in their mind. I just heard about, and I don't know if this is true, if any of you know about this. I haven't looked it up. I feel like my mom told me about this, that there are chess games that you can play that are like 3-dimensional and multi-level. So you don't just play it one flat board. It's actually like a big cube or something. If you know what I'm talking about, because I don't, maybe put a link or, you know, something about that in the comments. But I feel like it's not just a flat chess game. It's floating in the air. I feel like there's many levels, and there is somebody who is figuring something out, but I don't feel like this is just that other person. I kind of feel like that's you too, putting together an offer that you can't refuse, planning their next move. But this is somebody who is thinking about the long game. This is not a tic-tac-toe situation. I just heard tag, you're it. I don't think it's about a game of tag. This is somebody where somebody is looking, you know, towards the future. But I don't know why out of all of those chess pieces, I'm focused on the horse. So it does make me think of travel, or I just heard skipping timelines. Maybe skipping a grade, skipping a class, skipping hurdles. I guess we're getting one more because I started shuffling. I don't even think we did the tarot yet, so let's do one more. One more, please. Head over heart. And you are mirroring somebody. So if you're mirroring someone, it's not just one person trying to figure out their stuff, it's you too. So that's where you need to put your energy. It also could be because I see the mirror as opposite. Opposites attract. Maybe it's alike in similar situations or frequencies, but actual opposite circumstances, situations. Maybe one person is really in their heart, one person's really in their head. You know, maybe one person is really creative and one is good with the numbers and the plans and the logic. Maybe one person is really physical, one is not. It's like it can be mirroring, but it's also a like and opposite. Your soul is a mirror of my own. Thank you for treating me with love and respect. I feel like this is beautiful. You respect that. If somebody needed distance, you gave them distance. I feel like you were always respectful in this person's presence when they were there. And I do feel like you acted out of love. But here, somebody was in their head. Somebody pushed away love, you know, got to work. I see like got back to the drawing board because that was easier to figure out than what was going on in the feelings department. Their heart was saying yes. Maybe that is why somebody has words they wish they would have said, but they didn't have the words to express what it was they were feeling. But their mind said no. Or maybe outside influences told them no. Or changed their mind, got them all thinking all foggy instead of being open-minded. But if someone keeps pushing away their heart, I mean, your mind is really intelligent. Your mind is smart. But so is your heart. You know, if you go in the direction of your heart, your mind will figure out that step by step. This is someone who actually is feeling mental pain. Maybe that pain, you know, somebody made choices that they don't agree with in their own heart. You know, it's always going to kind of be sneaking up in their head. And it's going to cause stress. So that mental pain may have taken a toll on somebody's body as well. Maybe somebody needed a lot of healing. Those were really big messages. I hope they were helpful. I'm looking at this now. Since we have all this mental pain, let's get a mindful message. What is that mindful message? To be helpful. Please and thank you. Gratitude. Oh, tiny words. Hold on. That's such a positive, beautiful vibration to be in, is gratitude. I love acknowledging all the little things I'm grateful for. No matter what I have going on, I always have things to be thankful for. Thankful for, you know, your shoes that you're wearing. Thankful that you get to do the dishes today. Thankful for that opportunity. Thankful for that moment with a friend. You know, there's always something to look around and be thankful for. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and my focus onto that, which brings me joy. So if somebody here is strategizing, but they're always thinking about problem land or worry, I just heard burnout or what didn't work and not solutions and possibilities, and being in that mindset that abundance is just going to come in, that there's divine guidance that will happen each step along the way, then they're in that energy of lack and they're not going to see possibly, you know, something that was right in front of them the whole time. Or you, whoever this is. I just like how they're kind of like, they're always like homework, like homework cards. All right, I feel called to use the Art of Life Tarot. So let's do this. What are a couple tarot messages? Please and thank you. Actually, I'm going to organize quickly because my cards are all over the place right now. And I need to feel a little more organized so my head and my heart and all the divine energy that's coming through to help you flows a little easier. I'll be right back. Beautiful. Let's continue. Let's clarify some of these. Let's ask about the clueless energy. What is another message to be helpful or bring a little depth, a little clue to that cluelessness, please and thank you, is that you don't know what's on the other side until you lose sight of the shore, until you try. It's like you have that guidance that you know there's a new world out there, like Christopher Columbus, but unless you get on the boat and you take that journey and you try, you're never going to find that, you know, that whole new land. It's where you or someone else maybe is clueless as to, this could be a situation, bring awareness for some of you as to how to possibly get out of this karmic situation. But if they're just recycling the same decisions all of the time, then there's not going to be, you know, they're not going to find that solution or a way out until there's change, until you believe that you're not really stuck. Because usually the Eight of Swords is the person who has, like, sometimes they have the ropes on, sometimes there's a blindfold, and there's swords kind of all around them, and it looks like a fence, but if you just turn your direction, look at something sideways, you can just slip through. It could be where someone has a blindfold on and they're constantly being told, no, you can't get out of there. You're stuck in the fence. You have to stay. You have to stay. You have your thing on. You can't get out. You're stuck. You know, it is about, where's that lock thing? Where someone just believes that there's only that lock instead of looking for the key. Looking at something a different way, believing that it is possible. It's like where, isn't that a thing where they have animals? I don't know why I see elephants, where in the beginning they like tie the elephant to like a little nail or something so it believes it's stuck. And then eventually they don't even have to use the rope. They just like see the nail on the ground or whatever, and the elephant just stays because it still believes it's attached to something, even though the elephant actually has complete freedom to just walk away. It's that belief system that needs to change more than the situation. The situation will change once the belief does. So maybe this is somebody who has to believe in themselves, in their personal power. Eight of Swords here is this beautiful boat, says you can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. You have to have the courage to let something go that maybe isn't a part of your new journey. Christopher Columbus. It's a strong card, but it can feel like a stuck energy if that change is never made. Upside down, the Eight of Swords is getting on that boat and finding a different way across. I actually see somebody building a really big bridge across the ocean. I don't know why I saw that. Maybe it's about building bridges. What is a little more, what do we want to ask about? Let's get a little clarity on your energy. What would be the most helpful for you to know right now? The Four of Cups is that don't let an opportunity that's in front of you pass you by because you're complacent. It's where, I like this card. It's a little different on this card. The Four of Cups is kind of like where somebody's sitting out there on the tree and they're not really even strategizing that hard or really in their head that much. It's more of an emptiness. It's where somebody is refusing to see an opportunity or a gift that is handed to them, usually by the divine, because it's usually that beautiful hand coming out of a cloud. And it's like, here you go. You take a sip of this, you know, it's going to really replenish your energy. It's going to put some love in your life. You're going to really feel good. And that person just is refusing to see it. You know, worried about something else. Or I just see like complacency, boring energy. Wah, wah. You know, if everything is wah, wah in your life, you have to look for the opportunity. You have to knock on the door. You have to go and do some research online, find a meet up with some friends, find a new soul tribe, sign up for a class. That opportunity is there, but you have to look at it. And if it is an offer that's coming your way, you have to accept that dance. Say, yeah, I don't really dance to jazz music that much. It's not really my thing, but yeah, I'll get up there. Why not? Let's do it. When the music changes, so should the dance. And that's an African proverb. When that's upside down, it's someone giving something to go. Even if, you know, they're not quite sure about it yet, you're never going to know unless you give something a go and see. So let's see about a peek into what's coming in. What's coming in, let's say it, the next week for you to know about. Please and thank you. That you're going to have something that comes through and it's going to feel like victory. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm, without you being really into it. It's when you're really into someone. It's when you're really into something. When you're really into what you're doing, that's already a victory. You know, if you're playing this game out here, let's just say you're on the losing team, but it was like a great game. You just love playing the game. It doesn't really matter if you win or not. You were so excited to do it and you had fun. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of a disappointment. You're going to have some times where it's not really a victory. And you're going to have other times where it is. But this victory, this success, comes with your enthusiasm, following your joy, following that spark of spirit in you. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. It does look like, I mean, you have amazing, great opportunities that are coming in. It looks like you have the chance right now to focus on yourself, set new goals for yourself. Maybe even you're the one strategizing some future plans for you. It could even be where you were doing something where everyone told you you had to do that as a job because that was the responsible way to go and that's what's going to bring you security, but your heart is calling you to ride a bike across the country. So figure out something different. Maybe it's working really hard. I don't know. I just see someone like saving so they can have the summer off so they can do that bike ride. Or, you know, maybe it's finding a job that offers you a little more space and maybe a little less money, but less pressure too. And then you start to do that thing that you love, and maybe along that bike ride, you meet someone along the way that somehow sets you up or introduces you to someone. And I just saw like Forrest Gump where you become like famous. Maybe they write something about you and all of a sudden that thing that you were doing because you just really wanted to do it because your heart was calling you there. Now that's your thing. Maybe you do some kind of blog where you go on, I don't know why I love when I see weird stuff. Where you go on your bike and you go to little different towns or you go to different countries or whatever and you do interviews from your perspective. And you don't even work at home. You work wherever you go on your journey. And what's to say your channel takes off and you are a success? I mean, you're living the dream, man. That's the dream. It's following your joy and God will provide. Follow those big open doors that feel right. And don't be afraid to go through the hallway. Follow your passion. Follow your joy. Follow your happiness. Follow what you love. You'll figure it out along the way. I love you so much. I hope this reading was helpful. And I don't think any music. So of course we're going to go to, this has like become my end of the reading deck of cards lately. I feel very grateful to have this deck of cards. But you know, always check the playlist. I always like to I put a lot of work into that for you guys, but I do enjoy it. So I hope every once in a while you guys click on, you know, in the description and go take a look-see, and maybe just when you're driving your car or riding your bike or you got your AirPods on or whatever those things are, that you just kind of listen to the music that comes through, because I do wholeheartedly believe that there is extra guidance that comes through from words, from the energy of the music, because I personally connect to music and I do feel like it is healing. Maybe if it's not even your style, I try to be very wide have a wide variety of styles that come through. If you've looked at those playlists, they are all over the place, like the mental jukebox that I have in my head. But I try to find new stuff as well. So even if it's not your style, you're like, nah, I don't know if I like that 80s band, or I only like hip hop, or I only like jazz, or I only like classical. Maybe there's something that you don't know that is pretty amazing that you might like. Give it a go. And with this, let's get you one rock star. Eddie Vedder, Sorrow Between Pain and Resilience. Let's get another one. Van Morrison, Beginning. You have future good that is awaiting you. With this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.